With access to hundreds of high-definition videos, the Police One Academy delivers affordable, high-quality solutions, and with an internet connection, you can access the Police One Academy anywhere. Call today.
I got a call from my supervisor advising there was a drive-by shooting at a house in our community, and he asked that I come and help process the scene. That call would come in, I think it was like half an hour before I actually showed up to work. Showed up, helped process the scene. We originally thought the neighbor across the street was basically just doing some careless target shooting. So we did get several officers over there and cleared that property. Maybe 3 hours later, 2 hours later, I got a call to a local automotive repair shop. I think they'd heard through the grapevine of the shooting, and they had located some shell casings and broken glass in their parking lot. They were calling to report it. We'd ended up at a local motel, and my sergeant actually was speaking to the clerk there, who, after we gave the description of the truck, she indicated that he did in fact just check in there. She gave him some plastic to fix his window, and had all the information from how he checked in. We then had actually a photocopy of his driver's license and a vehicle description, and so now we really had something to go on. We're going to basically sit on the motel waiting for him to come back, and as well as the other officers trying to find the vehicle out and about. Before I got out of my car, I grabbed my M4 rifle and jumped in the passenger seat with Sergeant Holm. We were there for maybe 5-10 minutes, and we then got a call from that automotive gentleman that I talked to earlier, stating that the truck that was at his place was now parked in front of a local bar in our downtown area. Our plan was for him to hopefully leave the city limits, and we could conduct some type of a high-risk stop there. He made it maybe 2-3 blocks, and he turned off towards one of our residential areas. He went down the 1 block and stopped at the stop sign. He waited there and then turned again northbound into the residential area. When he did that, there was another car coming northbound, and he actually cut that car off, almost a car accident, and sped off at a high rate of speed north through this residential area. We activated emergency lights and siren and began chasing the subject. I think we made it about 2 blocks at about 50, 60 miles an hour, and he turned further into the residential area. And we were relatively close, but basically as we were turning the corner, the truck stopped in the middle of the road on this block. It was a smaller block, again, residential area. And the truck just stopped in the middle of the road. We both stepped out, and I remember Sergeant Holm, he was trying to yell, "Get back in the truck," because just as we were stopping, the door was opening and the subject was getting out. As I got out of the car, I was watching him, and I saw him bring a pistol up. So I stepped out of the truck and cleared enough room to get my rifle up to, I guess, clear my open passenger door, and began returning fire. I returned several rounds at him. The subject finished firing and was trying to get back in his truck, and I was definitely kind of an oh shit moment. The fight wasn't over, but I did notice that the suspect, forgot to put the truck in park. And so when he got out to shoot at us, his truck continued to roll down the street. He was at enough of an angle that it rolled up on the boulevard and actually struck the guy wire of a utility pole, and that's where it sat. I made the decision he wasn't going to get off the block. I did not want a rolling gunfight. I was going to make sure he did not leave. He was able to get back into the truck, and I continued firing into the back window where the driver would be. And I noticed he just got the truck into reverse and just got the tires spinning. And there was a lot of smoke from the tires spinning, and then all you could hear was just this loud, deafening roar of the engine. And I just kept shooting at the driver. And I remember thinking, why won't this end? I felt he was still trying to get off that curb, trying to get away. And I just continued to fire actually until my rifle was empty. I never thought in a million years I'd shoot. I had my magazine loaded with 28 rounds. I never thought I'd shoot 28 rounds of rifle at somebody, but it wouldn't end. I would kind of move to the outside of the door at that time, so I stepped back in, and I remember I was actually mad. I literally threw the rifle back in the truck. At about that time, the smoke had kind of cleared, and you could see that he was no longer visible above the seat. We stopped returning fire. The engine was still revving. It was just absolutely deafeningly loud. It was a full-size pickup, just absolutely pegged, just roaring loud. It was about that time we realized that he was down, but he still had at least something on the accelerator. It turns out he was basically on a crime spree across the country. The truck was stolen out of, I think, Wyoming, somewhere out west. And he had actually been involved in, I think it was 9 drive-by shootings through Illinois, up Wisconsin, to include, I believe he hit actually through the door, hit an individual in their house in Madison, Wisconsin. And so it took them a little while to confirm the ID, but basically they were eventually able to make approach to the vehicle, and the subject was deceased, and that was when they started to piece all this together. That it was a real bad guy that just happened to stop in the city of Tomah. Ended up running into us, and we were prepared. It's definitely, I think that preparation, the planning is why we won that gunfight.